Por favor, levántese para el saludo a la bandera. Listo para comenzar. Yo prometo lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios indivisible con libertad y justicia para todos.
Hey Tigers! I'm Anna Mafia.
And I'm Savannah Perez.
And we will be your anchors for this week's episode. In honor of Cinco de Mayo, let's take a look at a special segment of Rick's Flicks.
Breaking news, there's been a recent increase in diverse representation in the film industry, both in front and behind the camera. But is Hollywood really doing all it can to help out in terms of Latino representation? I'm Ricky Lopez, once again as your host for Rick's Flicks. Now, in case you've been living under a rock, you probably know that the movie industry has had its ups and downs when it comes to truly representing all races and ethnicities in the movies. Yeah, I know, that dilemma kind of sucks, but the good news is that there are some truly awesome people of color out there working in the film industry that are paving the way for the rest of us. Now, I'm talking specifically about directors, but to be even more specific, Latino directors. Now, you probably already know and love the works of famous Latin and Latino American filmmakers such as the Academy Award-winning directors Alfonso Cuarón, Alejandro González Iñárritu, Guillermo del Toro, and the famous independent filmmaker Robert Rodriguez. And they're all great, but here are some lesser-known Latin and Hispanic filmmakers whose work is worth seeking out and supporting. Patricia Regan. Best known for her film La Misma Luna, Under the Same Moon, and the Disney Channel movie Lemonade Mouth, this Mexican-born director has directed prominent actors such as Eva Mendes, Patricia Arquette, and America Ferrera. In terms of directors, she's one you most definitely need to keep on your radar. In 2016, she completed the film Miracles from Heaven with Jennifer Garner, Queen Latifah, and Eugenio Derbez in a Christian contemporary story based on the book of the same title, recounting the illness and miraculous recovery of a young girl in Texas. As the director of Miracles from Heaven, Regan is the only Latina woman director in 12 years to have a movie appear in the top 100 annual box office films. Andres Muschietti, better known now as Andy Muschietti, this master of horror is the Argentinian director responsible for giving us Mama, an English-language feature-length story of his own Spanish-language short film, Mama, and both versions will make you scream and cry in equal doses. He is also responsible for the 2017 horror flick It and its sequel, It Chapter 2, and is also set to direct the upcoming Flash movie. Jose Nestor Marquez. Now, if you're a lover of sci-fi thrillers, you should definitely know Jose's name. He's behind Reversion, a film that tackles the nature of our memories and our increased reliance on technology. A Latino director in the world of science fiction is so important and gives major hope to science fiction nerds everywhere. Long story short, representation in Hollywood is starting to become more prominent than ever, and hopefully for Hispanics and Latinos who wish to have a career in the film industry, those doors will continue to open. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I'm Ricky Lopez, and I'll see you next time with more flicks on Rick's Flicks.
Thanks, Ricky, for teaching us more about Latino directors.
Yeah, I found that very informative. You know what our school has that I think is really cool?
What?
Pride.
Yeah, I agree. We should take a look at our next segment that has so much to do with our school motto, pride, tradition, and excellence.
Pride is the way you do things. The way you train. The way you compete. The way you treat your opportunities. Pride is the way you honor the sacrifices of the people who have invested in you. It's how you give back when nobody's watching. Pride is the way you take care of yourself and others. Pride is the way you respond to failure, discouragement, and impossible circumstances. Pride is the way you do things.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, it really was. And we would like to take a brief moment to shout out a few people. Shout out to Christian Perez for OC Jazz Artist of the Year and Ryan Lynn for Winds Instrument and Percussion Artist of the Year and All Around Instrumental Music of the Year.
Also, shout out to Sarah Liu for Piano and Strings Artist of the Year and Meg Salonga for World Cultural and Commercial Music Artist of the Year.
And a final shout out to Ricky Lopez for being a semi-finalist in the Film and Animation Music category of OC Artist of the Year contest.
Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah, want to hear something crazy?
Sure.
I got nothing. But I know that next up is Outrageous Facts with Maddie and Aiden.
All right, let's take a look.
In the spirit of Latin culture, let's take a look at some ludicrous headlines across Central and South America. For starters, we have these ancient Americans mummified parrots. No one knows why. According to Chilean researchers, people from an ancient civilization transported parrots and macas across the Andes Mountains by way of llamas. These exotic birds lived sad lives, as their purpose was mainly to supply the decorative feathers for the apparel of headdresses, but when the birds died, they were mummified, usually with their beaks open and tongues out. Next, we have the shocking headline: Brazil apartment pool collapses into parking garage. This outrageous event occurred spontaneously when a 22-meter lap pool gave way and flooded the unsuspecting parking garage beneath it. Fortunately, however, no one was injured. And for number 3, we have a more sentimental, heartwarming story of how Miami woman surprises homeless teen with magical quinceañera. Adriana Palma, who had just recently moved from Mexico in early 2020, she and her family were excited about their new life. Unfortunately, COVID took away her father's new job and left them struggling. However, a group of kind women at her shelter reached out to a kind hand upon hearing of Adriana's upcoming 15th birthday. They prepared a beautiful Parisian pink quinceañera for her to enjoy, knowing that was their pleasure to prepare her special day. This is Aiden Morgan, signing off, reporting for TigerTube.
Thanks, Maddie and Aiden. Now time to address the tiger in the room.
Savannah and I, in addition to the names listed here, worked for many moons on this mural for your viewing pleasure in the video productions room.
I know it seems pretty extra, but we just had to take advantage of this fun project.
You know what else is extra?
What?
Extra announcements.
Hey Tigers, I'm Brian Boynov and welcome to this week's Extra Announcements. Crew is looking for more leaders next year, so if you're interested, make sure to contact Mrs. Bonet or Miss Cyber. The exams start May 18th, so if you have any questions, make sure to contact your teachers because the process is very important. For any of my rap fans out there, J. Cole is dropping a new album on May 14th, which is next Friday. It's highly anticipated, and it might be one of his last, so make sure to keep a lookout for that. And that's it for this week, Tigers. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and have a great weekend.
Well, that seems like it's all for this week, Tigers.
Yep, and remember to stay safe,
Stay healthy,
wash your hands,
and wear a mask. Until next time, this has been Anna
and Savannah.
reporting for TigerTube.